Okay, so today I want to show you the Schwinn 140 upright exercise bike. This retails for $500. This is a bike that has basically all the features of most high-end stationary bikes or exercise bikes. And the reason why I'm showing you this is it is now November and the riding season is coming to a close for the most part. And the reason why I say it's coming to a close is not because of me not wanting to ride in the cold, but the fact that most trails are restricted when wet. And here in Kentucky, especially in this southern part, because I am just about an hour north of Tennessee, in this part of Kentucky and most of the state, the trails become wet through the winter because we do not get a high amount of snow, nor does it freeze enough for the trails to stay solid. But most of the time it's a wet, slushy rain, snow mix throughout the winter, and it never warms up enough to dry it out, and it never gets cold enough to freeze it. So therefore, to keep your fitness up, one good way is with a stationary bike. Now I personally got an incredible steal on this bike because this is a brand new model that had been a floor demo. And it is a $500 unit, but I paid a fraction of that. So I got pretty lucky with it. This, unlike some of the cheaper exercise bikes, it has full adjustability. This rail right here, you loosen the knob and you can slide the seat forward and back to adjust and accommodate for different riders, as well as your standard adjustment for the seat post. And this is a slotted seat post, has a flat side to help prevent twisting, and works really well. The adjustment knob is easy to use, and between my wife and I, we can easily hop on it. She has to put it to the lowest setting and I have to put it up near the higher setting. This has a very nice, easy to use screen. I'll just run through real quick with a selection. I'm at the home screen right now, and all you have to do, there's my wife, there's myself, and then you select that, and you can go through selecting various programs. And my favorite course to ride is the Pursuit 1. I like it. It's a harder effort, as you can see, almost as if you're chasing down a rider. And as you can see through it, you have many different options. You enter your own personal information, your height, weight, and your target weight, and it tracks everything for you. And you can always just go right back to the home page at any time. Now this one, in a nice manner, is actually a electrical unit, not a battery unit, so no need to keep dumping money into batteries. Already made some use of it, had it for a couple of days, and have found it to be smooth. I did have to open up the body and adjust the flywheel, because after shipping it was rubbing a little bit on the magnetic weights at the back end. And although they'll tell you not to do that, this was a floor demo anyways, so there wasn't a warranty for me to claim. And hearing some input from Leo over here, but it was actually fairly straightforward, easy to adjust. Just took some time so I could get familiarized with it, but it's well made. The body of it's constructed well. It has very heavy frame, and each of the feet have little adjusters here, so that we have carpet, but if you had hardwood, these little adjusters are levelers. So there's actually a small portion of the foot that actually drops down or raises up as you turn this one way or the other. My two main issues are both related to the seat. As you can see, it uses the old style clamp, which you really have to crank on these to get them to hold in place. And the other complaint is that thing is a monster. Just for your reference, here's my wife's Tie-X. the size of her WTB speed sheet. Not much wider than my hand, including my thumb. Just for instance, that's only one side of this saddle. And as you can see, it is almost as wide as 4 fingers at the nose of the saddle. Again, the speed sheet, which itself is one of the wider WTB saddles, is half that. Now the reason why I bring that up is you're actually going to find that your hips rock back and forth to pedal on this if you have this set at a decently reasonable saddle height. Now there are some people who just set on stationary bikes and they'll put their saddle really low and they'll just sit there and kind of crank away almost like you're on a beach cruiser. But that's not me. I prefer to get into as close to my normal position as possible, and because of that, that saddle has got to go. My wife already tried it once and she said the exact same thing. But this is Mongoose Jake showing you exactly how I'm going to keep myself in top fitness throughout the winter on the days that I can't ride. If you have any questions, comments, or any of you also have any other suggestions on how to stay fit, leave them in the section below.